This is crazy. I float so easy. Another 50 minutes sounds like it's gonna be a really long time.
Hey guys, we're back. Today I am going on a little bit of a different adventure and I am going to try a sensory deprivation tank. I know that I'm not the first person to be trying this by any means, but it's something that I've never done and I wanted to try it, and so I figured I might as well share that experience with you guys, especially because everybody's experience is going to be different. I'm looking at it from an angle of recovery. As some of you might know, salt baths are a pretty typical way for an athlete to try and help their recovery. And sensory deprivation tanks are filled with a shit ton of Epsom salt. And so I'm hoping to see if maybe this helps my recovery, or see whatever else it does. Obviously, you guys know that on this channel I'm health conscious. I work out, I eat healthy, but mental health is also a part of that. And so who knows what kind of benefits this tank can bring. I'm trying to go into it with an open mind. I have no idea what to expect, and I'm just ready to see what happens. We have both had a long week of training. Our bodies are super beat up right now, so I'm excited to try this and see if it helps with recovery at all. But I'm also a little bit nervous because I have no idea what to expect. What are you thinking?
I just know about sensory deprivation tanks from Fringe, so not great things happen when they go in those, so we'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully none of us travel to a parallel universe.
Spoiling it.
Whoops, spoilers, but the show's been over for a long time.
I just think I'm gonna get bored.
You think you're gonna be bored? Yeah. I guess we'll see.
So I'm in the floating room now, and I will show you what it looks like, but if I'm being honest, I'm very nervous. I find that like when I'm trying to fall asleep at night, like my mind is racing, and I feel like the same thing's gonna happen now, and I don't know how that's gonna feel. I don't wanna panic, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I have to go into it thinking positively, right? Because if I think I'm gonna panic, then I'm gonna panic. But let me show you what this room looks like. That's my little tank. If you open it, this is my little tub. And that's that. I'll get in the tub and film my initial reaction, but then I'm gonna have to shut the door. I'm stepping in. It's very warm water. You float so easy in here. Look at my feet. Okay, door shut. This is crazy. I float so easy. Time to shut the lights off. I'm gonna check in real quick. My neck felt like it was still doing a little bit of work, and felt really tense. But luckily they provide these little floaty halo things for your head. So I jumped out for a minute to grab it, and I thought I'd check in. It's been maybe 10 minutes. I'm not really sure. I've counted 100 long breaths, and I find myself needing to count my breath because if I don't, my thoughts kind of start to go rapid fire. It's not anything crazy, really. I just, my brain doesn't stop working. Another 50 minutes sounds like it's gonna be a really long time, but I guess we'll see how it goes. So I've counted 200 more breaths, and I'm still very aware of where I am. The halo's still going. It's definitely physically relaxing. I'm not finding it very mentally relaxing yet. I'm gonna try and stop counting my breaths and see what happens. So the lights just came on and music came back on, which I guess means my float is over. I will say that the last little chunk where I decided to stop counting my breath was actually the most relaxing, and I wish that I had done that sooner. I'm gonna get out.
Okay, we are leaving the place now. Initial thoughts, go. You're so tall.
I know.
My little head's cut off.
Both of us, first thing we said was that was interesting.
Yeah. Not bad, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got home and, oh, hi, Hank. So we just got home and now there's better lighting, so now we're gonna talk about our experience. Thank you, Hank. Okay, tell me about it.
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it. It was interesting. I don't feel like I got like the full effect of what I wanted out of it, but that might just be because it was like my first time and I was still getting used to the sensation.
I had no expectations going in. I really had no idea what to expect. And I was nervous that it was going to be like a terrible experience and I was just going to panic and the whole thing would be a disaster. And that didn't happen. But I also don't know if I'm somebody who can like really get the full benefit from it.
I didn't think you'd like it.
I'm a head case.
She's all right there. And so just having her thoughts to keep her company was probably not the best sensation.
I just have too many and they're not that great. I kind of focused in on my heartbeat instead of like my breath or counting my breath. And that's, I think, when I actually felt relaxed. And I think there was maybe like a total of 2 minutes where I was able to like let go and be like really just like in the space. And that was nice. And I think I wish I had done that sooner.
And like for me, when I was counting, and I'd be at like 88, 87, and then all of a sudden I'd have a moment where I'd be like 32. Wait, how did I get here? And like just this weird moment of like, oh, I've been counting this whole time, but I just had no idea I was still doing it.
That never happened to me. So I think the real test, for me at least, is going to be, am I going to sleep better tonight, and how is my body going to feel tomorrow? Because, do you have something to say, Belle? Belle has an opinion.
She always has something to say.
I just woke up after floating last night, and I was hoping it would help my sleep, especially because we went at night, but I slept like shit last night, which isn't the tank's fault. I sleep like shit all the time, but I was hoping that maybe this would help. So I'm really tired. But I'm not giving up on this sensory deprivation thing. I'll see how I feel at the gym later. Maybe my body feels great, and I'm just a shitty sleeper no matter what. I'd ask Jacob how he slept, but there's just a dog in his place now because he went to work. So we'll have to find out later.
So it's the day after floating. I already told you guys how I slept. I don't know how you slept because you left for work early.
I slept pretty well, but I definitely felt like when I woke, it was harder to wake up. I was definitely like
You were tired
I was
in the
in
morning?
a deeper sleep, I think, than I have been.
Oh, that's good. And we also went to the gym today. I PR'd a lift today, and I PR'd a benchmark workout after like a pretty long week of training. So I definitely didn't feel bad in the gym. Mm-hmm. Did you feel any different, you think? Did you feel recovered?
I didn't feel as sore as I did when I went in, but that could also be like from the Epsom salt and maybe not the float itself, but
I mean, it still functions as like a salt bath. So I think it probably helped with our recovery a little bit. I don't know. It's also hard to say, like, we only did it once.
Yeah, it's supposed to be one of those things too, like the more you do it, the more benefits you get from it, the better it gets.
Yeah, I think the more you do it, the more you can learn how to benefit from it. So it's hard for us to sit here and say, like, sensory deprivation, thumbs up, thumbs down.
It was certainly interesting. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, same. And I think I would do it again. I don't think I can definitively say, like, I got this out of it, but I definitely can see it having potential benefits.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was a little bit of a different type of adventure. I hope you guys liked it. And be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned. I'll see you next Sunday. Say, see you later, YouTube. Bye. Bye, YouTube. Oh, are you grounding it, Hank?